players to watch on offense week 1. Why don't we all name one player that you're intrigued to watch, and we'll do our best not to duplicate. Kev, you start.
I figured you're going to do that. Actually, okay, you know what? I'm going to say Trey Sermon.
Okay.
Sherfield is man, I don't know what happened to Arizona, but I'm glad it did. Because, was he the only receiver not to drop a pass preseason?
Seemed like it.
Yeah, and
like
contested catches too.
Yes.
Good speed, good routes. Yeah, Trey Sermon. I'm looking at him to have a real big game. Actually, real big season. So Trey Sermon for me.
I like that. Mav.
I think that one player that's going to be, I know picking the number 1 receiver is bad, but I have to move on from Sherfield. That's where I was going to go. Brandon Ayuk, because I think Jeff Okudah, it's going to be a battle of 2020 first-round picks. He got burned a lot last year. And then whoever they put in the slot, whether it's Sherfield or Ayuk or Debo or Kittle or whatever, A.J. Parker is a rookie nickel corner for the Lions. I think there's a lot of chances. Going back on your Jimmy throwing deep thing, I think Kyle's kind of tired of everyone saying Jimmy can't throw deep, and I could see him try to do that revenge thing he always likes to do, prove the media wrong, and key up a couple Garoppolo deep throws if he makes them.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been talking about the 49ers, throwing the ball, but they're going to run the damn ball in this game. And I want to see Trey Sermon running the ball in this game, specifically because we've talked about this idea of them keeping carries away from Raheem Mostert, trying to give them to some other players so that they don't wear them out by the end of the season. And Trey Sermon's going to be their number 2 running back with Jeff Wilson out probably until November. So yeah, I'm really excited to see Trey Sermon. I want to see if he looks better than he did in the preseason. He kind of struggled a little bit. And I want to see if he was worth that 3rd round pick that the 49ers spent on him.
I like that. I going to go to an oldie but a goodie, Mike Mcglinchey. I want to see Mike because he can be an asset. If they have the right game plan and they run the ball, he can definitely be a reason they win this game. But if they fall behind or they want to come out throwing because they want to prove a point or whatever, he could be a reason they lose this game. I mean, a lot of people focus on Jimmy, but it's the whole passing game that's not the strength of the offense, and Mike Mcglinchey is a big reason why. He can't really function on an island. He's a real classic old school right tackle who needs help in pass protection. So I want to see, is he going to ruin this game for them, or is he going to be a reason they win it? Yeah, Mike. I want to see Mike. Because I haven't forgotten about you, Mike. I mean, you gained 30 pounds, your head's on straight, but that's not good enough, man. They need you to play really well, like Tristan works well. So let's see what you got, Mike. Also, he's going up against Romeo Okwara, who had 10 sacks last year on 3rd downs. So it's not going to be a walk in the park, man. I mean, this guy can get you, and Kyle's going to need to help him. He's going to need to keep, Dwelly in the backfield, probably not. I mean,
protection.
Yeah, something. Jay says, "Hey Grant, long time. I think if the good Jimmy that won the game against the Saints shows up early in the season, we see Trey only in packages." Yeah, that was the best Jimmy, right? The Saints game. Well, and the Arizona games too.
Yeah, I was about to say I don't know how many other times we've seen that Jimmy.
Jacksonville Jimmy.
Good call. Good call. Actually, 2017 Jimmy was the best Jimmy because he had a little improvisational flair to it. He could get outside the pocket. In Jacksonville, he made that throw rolling left. Also, he made that touchdown throw against Seattle in 2017 rolling left. Yeah, he used to have it before he tore his ACL.
Oldie but the goodies.
I don't know if I can give that to Jimmy like that because you ask me, I'm not going to pat a fish on the back for swimming because that's what fish do. They swim. You know what I'm saying?
You don't want to give him for that.
He did his job that game. You know what I'm saying? I mean, so I really can't say, but I get it. Okay, moving right along.
All right, let's do the players to watch on defense. Who are you most intrigued to watch on the Niners defense in this game?
So I'm really intrigued to see how D Ford's looking. He's been kind of the talk of this offseason for the 49ers. Right before training camp, D Ford seemed like he wasn't even going to make the Niners roster. It seems like he might have been looking into retirement. And this is going to be a good matchup to test him against for this first game. Taylor Decker, who's been a really excellent left tackle. And then Penei Sewell, who it seems like the 49ers are going to be targeting this game because he's really struggled all preseason. So I want to see where D Ford is at this point, see if he is the guy that everyone's been talking about during all of training camp. So yeah, we haven't seen him since, really 2020, 2019. Is D Ford alive? I hope so. I think he is.
My player to watch on defense is Dre Greenlaw because I think the Lions' passing offense goes through T.J. Hawkinson, their tight end, and they use their running backs in the passing game a lot. Deandre Swift and Jamal Williams coming over from Green Bay. Also, Anthony Lynn, the offensive coordinator, his last time as an offensive coordinator, Buffalo in 2016, second most rush attempts in the NFL, first in rushing yards in the NFL that season. So Dre Greenlaw is going to have to make a lot of tackles, I think, if the running backs get to the second level, which seems like it might be a possibility with a depleted defensive tackle unit, and Frank Ragnow open up those holes. So they need Greenlaw to make some tackles.
I'm gonna cheat a little bit here. I know we're looking for the Bosas and for the D4s. I'm all for edge rushers, but I'm gonna say a guy like Zach Kerr, and I'm gonna tell you why. Unfortunately, speed rushers off the edge have a tendency to overrun the play, and that lowercase c gap turns to an uppercase c gap. So therefore, with the edge pressure going to be there, I want to see what Zach Kerr can do from the middle. The boy can rush the passer from the middle. So I want to see that. And like I said in my first article with SI, I think the interior D line is the meat of this actual pass rush. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, of course, Arden Key and Sosa and all that, but I want to see Zach Kerr cause having in the middle along with the other guys, DJ Jones. But I'm gonna say Zach Kerr.
That was interesting. When I was watching camp, I was really impressed with Kentavious Street the most. I was like, man, this guy. But preseason, Kerr is the one that I thought made the most of an impact. It just shows you how different practicing games are. That's a good answer. I'm going to say Josh Norman. I'm not certain that Emmanuel Moses is going to play in this game. I don't know. He's got a knee injury. He had a hamstring injury. He's looking like things are adding up on him, and he may not ever be 100% healthy this year. And I think, if they wanted Josh Norman, they could have had him at any point. This feels a little bit like an emergency signing. And he's experienced. He's had success. He even played well last year. It seems, though, that the Lions are probably going to do everything they can to target him. And D'Amico Ryans is going to do everything he can to protect him. So that'll be very interesting. It seems like a lot of the game is going to come down to him.
Quick question. So you think they'd throw Josh in there so quick before they throw Lenore in there?
It's an interesting question. I mean, do you trust the vet who hasn't been here or the rookie? Week 1?
I mean, he wasn't terrible at all in preseason.
No, he absolutely was not terrible.
As long as he gets hit around, he'll be okay.
Yeah. Well, let me put it this way. Whoever is starting opposite of Jason Verrett is the man I'm watching. And I don't think it's going to be Mosley. It could be. If it's Lenore, great. I'm with that. But if it's not, I understand. I mean, he's a rookie, and maybe they don't trust him yet because playing well in the preseason doesn't necessarily carry over. Although these Lions wide receivers are just awful, other than Tyrell Williams. So they should be okay. Those are some defensive players to check out. Obviously,
let's not have a trap game the first game of the season. How about that?
I know, right? Because look, the Lions are awful, but 10 o'clock game on the road, new coaching staff. It's hard to prepare for. That's all the things I can think of.
We should blow them out.
Yeah, it should be easy.
With Jimmy.
It should be over by halftime, pretty much.
Right.
Niner Rain says, rewatch that Saints game. Kayla had to pull a Franco Harris on that 4th down pass. Jimmy almost skipped the ball in a crucial situation, just saying, hey, man, I appreciate you, dude, but let's not go back and argue about 2019, man. I mean, we've been doing that forever. Let's just move on. The Niners need to move on. We need to move on. 2019 it was pre-pandemic. That's how I think of it. All right. Sticking with
it was in a pre-Grant YouTube world.
Try to imagine that.
Yeah.